What's up YouTube? It's Donovan the Smartphone Guy coming back at you with another video, and tonight we get to take a look at the Blu Vivo 5R. So I just received this today, and you can see that I've already unboxed it, I've cut it open, but I wanted to go over just some of the features that this phone offers and then talk about whether this phone is really worth your purchase at $200, at least from my perspective so far. So this is about the fifth, I'm going to say, Blu phone that I've owned, and I did have at one point the Blu Vivo XL. I never had the 5, I had the XL, and I did really like the Blu Vivo XL when I had it, and so this is obviously a step up from that. This is actually a step up from the Blu Vivo 5, which that phone did not have all of the antenna bands for AT&T, and I personally use Cricket, and so I like this phone because of the fact that it will work with AT&T and T-Mobile, so of course it works with Cricket as well. So just some of the quick features that it has. So it's a 5.5 Full HD display, so that's 1080p. It does say curved, but I kind of argue with that. Maybe just a little bit, not really super curved. Octa-core 1.3 gigahertz processor, 32 gigs of onboard storage, and 3 gigs of RAM. 13 megapixel camera, which so far I've done a few pictures with it. This is the best camera that I've ever seen out of a Blu phone so far. I've only done maybe 5-6 pictures so far with it, but you know, the processing looks pretty good so far. 8 megapixel selfie camera, fingerprint sensor, which so far has worked pretty well. 4G LTE, like I mentioned, so this will work with 4G LTE with AT&T, T-Mobile, because it carries those bands now. And then Android Marshmallow 6.0. So let's go ahead and open it up and see what you get in there. So Blu, as you know, if you've purchased a phone from them before, they include a lot of stuff in the package. So this is like a pretend unboxing. You can see that that screen protector has been removed before. So there you go. And we also have a little plastic piece on the back here, which I'll get rid of, hopefully. All right. So that's just a little information about getting the phone set up. So there's the fingerprint sensor. We have our 13 megapixel camera with an LED flash. You can see our speaker on the back. Again, Blu has never made a phone with speakers on the front, at least that I know of. And eventually Blu will do that. But one thing I'll tell you right away, so this is an all-metal build, but one thing that I've noticed is that it's definitely not, you can tell it's a budget phone. This is a $200 phone, and that metal is, a little bit creaky. I don't know if you can hear that when I pinch it, but maybe just a touch on the creaky side. I mean, it's nothing terrible, nothing that I'm going to complain too much about, especially for $200, but it is something that I noticed as I was holding it. It definitely doesn't have the firm feel of like an HTC 10 or even like a OnePlus 3. Same size screen and everything, but yeah. So anyways, this is kind of a quick, my first thoughts. So the buttons here, there's a power button there, the volume rocker. Those are very clicky. The power button actually does have some texture to it, so that's nice. On the top, there's nothing. On the side, we just have our SIM tool there, or SIM slot there. And again, this is a dual SIM, like just about every other Blu phone I've ever owned is. So it does come with a SIM tool somewhere in here, if I can find it. There it is. So this one is kind of interesting. It has a micro SIM and a nano SIM slot. So I actually haven't even tested that out yet, but according to the packaging, that's what it says. So let's go ahead and open that up just so we can see for everyone. All right, so it actually looks like, okay, so this slot right here can be a micro SD card, or it looks like a nano SIM right here. And then of course we have a regular size, a micro SIM there. So this is the nano SIM slot or micro SD, and this is a micro SIM slot there. So if you're using a nano SIM, it looks like you're not going to be able to use the SD card, at least from what I can tell. All right, so if you're going to be using a nano SIM, you might want to get a one of those adapters in order to put it in here so that you can use a micro SD card. This does have 32 gigs of onboard storage, but in my personal opinion, for me, I need at least 64, so I'll probably have to use an adapter to slide it into that micro SD card. So one thing I will point out is that there is a screen protector. I don't know if you can see that. You can see all my fingerprints, but there is a screen protector already on there. And then, of course, in typical Blu fashion, we get a plastic screen protector here, clear, kind of a cloudy one there. So we get that, and then we do also get an additional, well, there it is. It's underneath there, but there is a screen protector in there as well. So everything you need, it comes with. So we get the headphones, of course, and we get our micro USB charging. So you can see here that, where is it at? There it is. So micro USB there, headphone jack. We got a microphone down there. So again, this is definitely a thicker cable, but it's not Type-C, which some people were wondering whether it'd be Type-C or not. And then here, let's see, we have a 2 amp charger. So it is a quick charger. Let's see if we can get that into focus. But it's not going to be Qualcomm fast charging. But it is going to be faster than 1 amp charging, which you get with some of the other Blu phones that I've used in the past. And it does actually come with this Otg cable as well, which is kind of cool. But let's go ahead and open it up, and so you can see what all this thing has to offer in terms of software. So we have a back button, a home button, and then our recent apps button there as well. Those are capacitive. And you can see that I've already logged in. Let's go ahead and test out that fingerprint sensor. Let's do that one more time. 1, 2, 3. All right, so it's not registering. Okay, so it's about 2 out of 3 so far, 3 out of 4. And it's pretty fast. All right, so it's pretty quick. In terms of apps that come preloaded, oh, that's kind of a cool animation there. Oh, we don't need to go into that. All right, so I accidentally put Nova Launcher on there already. Let's go ahead and go back in here to that Carefree Launcher because that's what it comes with. So you have a phone, camera, Messenger, and then it has Opera browser as the native browser. But again, you can see there is no app store, but of course you can put in any kind of launcher on there, throw in the app drawer that way. So I do kind of like this animation though. That's a cool animation in my opinion for the folders. I do like that a lot. So that's one thing. Obviously, if you switch to Nova, you won't have that, but that's pretty cool. So let's go ahead and go into the settings. So, geez, I have to find the settings. There it is. Okay, so looking at the settings, you can see I don't have my SIM card in there, but I will be putting it in there today. But yeah, so let's see here. Nothing special there that I can see. Let's see here. Notification Control Center, Apps, Advanced Settings. Let's go ahead and go into the Advanced Settings and see what we have in terms of smart gestures. So let's go ahead and turn those on. So we have a pause alarm, black screen gestures, smart vibration reminder, smart bright screen, and then double click to wake, which that one's always a nice one to have. So the smart bright screen says when front camera detects you are viewing screen, the screen will be maintained normally. Smart vibration reminder is about SMS. And then this one says black screen gestures is you can do some drawing patterns in order to open certain apps when the screen is black. So that's actually one I like to use. Not sure exactly which ones we can use, but it does have that available. So this is a suspend button. Long press can be hidden in the notification bar. Operating the suspend button, achieve to return, sleep, and so on. Not really sure what that means. Let's see what else we have in here. Doesn't look like there's anything else special in there that I can tell. One thing I will point out, so I went back into Nova Launcher, so I should probably keep that Carefree Launcher up there. All right, so just some of the apps. So I've already loaded a bunch of apps on there that are my personal apps. So that's something that, a lot of these bloatware apps, or they appear to be bloatware, are apps that I've already put on. There are a few things that I thought were kind of cool. So this theme park, you can run through some themes. They got some pretty cool wallpapers in here. Of course, you can go get wallpapers just about anywhere for your phone, but they do have some nice ones that are there available within that theme park. So just a few things that are available in there. Again, some of these apps are apps that I preloaded, or I've already put on here. But anyways, so like I said, camera, we can go to the camera here. Not a whole lot of options there. We have face beauty, video, photo, and then HDR, and we'll close that. We'll put it back onto the automatic, and we'll go into the settings here. So you can see here 13 megapixels is at 4:3 ratio. So go ahead and click in there, and you can see that if we want to shoot in 16:9 ratio right here, not sure if you can get that into focus there. Try. There we go. It's 10 megapixels. So if you want to shoot 16:9, you're going to get 10 megapixels there. So just some of the modes that we have available. Come down here, and we also have some more modes available. So they got panorama, slow motion, macro, night, time lapse, text recognition, HDR, professional mode. Let's go ahead and take a look at professional mode. And you can see here that we have the option of adjusting some of our professional mode options here. So okay, so yeah, nice sliders there. Same as what you get on like a G5. All right, so let's go back into this and see what else we have available. So we have ultra pixel, pic note, mood photo for doing a GIF there, and then smart scan, so a QR reader as well. So those are the options that we have available. So now actually it does have that professional button there, that slider on there, which wasn't there before. And then we can go back into automatic mode and do a quick shot here. So that's pretty quick. Let's see here. Okay, so the transition going from a photo, so taking the photo and then going back, that's kind of okay, that was a little faster that time, but yeah, so it looks like that's kind of a slow. But in terms of picture quality, so far, I'd say this is definitely one of the better cameras I've seen on a Blu phone. All right, so that one, a little bit blurry. This is very dark in here. So anyways, that's the camera so far. So in terms of responsiveness, so you can see I got quite a few apps running. This is 3 gigs of RAM, and it seems pretty fast so far. And we can go in here and go through the apps. So yeah, it's working pretty well in terms of responsiveness for sure. Don't have any games that I've loaded on here and played yet, so we'll have to test that on another video. But anyways, if you have any questions about this phone, I will be using it for, well, probably the foreseeable future until my iPhone 7 Plus gets here. So this will be the phone I'm going to be using for a little while. If you have any questions about it, feel free to leave a comment, and I'll try to address them as quickly as possible. But if there's anything that you want to know more about this phone, so I can make sure to cover it in my full review and possibly in some future reviews, go ahead and leave those in the comment section. Thanks for watching, and yeah, I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.